First.com. I'm Chief Meteorologist Eric Schneidel with your weather update here on the web. More of the same. Clouds continue across the Rochester area. We just can't get a break for sunshine, it feels like. And, well, this is the coldest day of our Thanksgiving week. Temperatures right now in the 30s, and they're not going to be getting out of the 30s here until later on tonight as a warm front starts to push its way on by. 35 at Rochester right now, 34 degrees in Sodus. We are still, for the moment, dealing with this very weak north-northeast flow coming off of Lake Ontario. That has still, for some of you, kicked off a random flurry or a little sleet pellet or two in there, but the inconsequential stuff, none of that is going to end up sticking. Now, it's going to be an interesting evening and an interesting night. We start to fall here as the sun goes down. You'll note at 7 o'clock, Rochester's down to freezing. Chi-Li comes in at 31. Henrietta's at 31. Pittsford at 32. But that's about as low as we go. We're going to start to warm through the course of the night as we start inching closer to midnight with a warm front and some precip working by. And it is the fact that we will be warming that will keep that precip, for the most part, again, not that big of a deal around here. There could be some snowflakes mixed in, but none of that is expected to stick. And there it is. Most of this right now falling as rain from the west side of Cleveland towards Sandusky, Ohio, Toledo, Detroit, Michigan. You have to jump north of I-69 toward places like Saginaw to get enough cold air to turn that over to snow. And the fact that this is primarily rain tells us that there's a decent chance here this is not all going to be snow as that band works its way on through. And in fact, new high-res model data coming in jumps us up to about 37 in Rochester at midnight, which is about the time that precip works by. And yes, I do think across some pockets of higher terrain there will be some mixing of wet snowflakes in there. Chances are there might be more raindrops than anything else. So no, we do not expect any impacts out of that. And that first wave is out of here by Wednesday morning. That warm front is going to have one job, at least initially, and that's to turn the winds more southerly. By 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, almost the entirety of the viewing area is already surging into the 40s with those gusty southerly winds. It will take until the afternoon to start to get the next round of precip in, but by that point, it's too warm for any question marks. That will be all rainfall. That's an easy forecast into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. Let's take you into Thanksgiving morning. This is about 9 a.m. Temps in Rochester already at this early juncture at 51 degrees, but the rainfall situation for Thanksgiving, it's not going to be widespread. I don't think it's going to rain all day. I doubt the rain is particularly heavy, but there will be pockets and patches of showers throughout the course of a warm Thursday. Those temps in the 50s are going to end up holding tight. The precip situation, again, out of this, not overwhelming. The highest shot of rainfall should end up coming in here Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. You see the rain chances dropping off closer toward 50-50 on Thanksgiving Thursday. By the way, just for those of you keeping track at home, when it doesn't snow in Rochester on Thanksgiving Day, and obviously it's not with highs being in the 50s, it snows on Christmas, December 25th, almost 70% of the time. So we shall see if we get to be another statistic with that. 8-day forecast looking ahead to the weekend, a little bit cooler Saturday and Sunday. We don't see a whole lot going on here this weekend. I think we're relatively quiet. What has more intrigue to the forecast is what happens next week, especially toward the middle part of next week. A lot of our long-range guidance suggesting that a big trough is going to form across the Great Lakes all the way to the Deep South. That would mean much colder air. That would mean an active storm track and perhaps some opportunities for what would be your first inch-plus accumulating snow through parts of the area. It's too early to know if that's going to happen, but the pattern could be there. We shall see how things play out. We'll see you at 4 o'clock.